Hey guys, here's this really cool exotic pulse rifle. Nice, huh? Here's the guide on how to get it. First, you're going to need to go into the raid, so have 5 other friends, preferably 2 of each class for basically the entire following quest line for this. When you go into the raid, you will need to activate 6 total monitors for this to work. The first 2 monitors can be retrieved after defeating the Arc Priest. They can be found here.
Get up there.
The next screen can be found just after the Death Zamboni fight.
What was that last one?
Brother Sandal.
It's up here.
Shoot that.
You need I'll let you activate it.
Oh wait, you guys got it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's farther up. Oh my god, can I not die, please? That'd be great.
Alright, the next 2 are really difficult, and it will require the entire raid team to help. Clear all the ads in the server room. 4 members go into the next room with the giant Siva thing and all the canisters on the floor. Now, here's an image that shows where people need to stand on the canisters to get the monitors to activate. The ones with the filled in bubbles are where they need to stand. Alright, next up is the really hard part. The 2 monitors should be activated once people stand on those canisters, so people by those need to activate their monitors at the same time. The screen will go staticky and then a number will pop up. This is binary and gives coordinates to where the group inside the canister room needs to stand. The left monitor will give the column and the right monitor will give the row. On screen is a handy cheat sheet that you can use to convert the binary into single-digit numbers. Using the image from before showing all the canisters, here's how this would work. Say the number that comes up is 5 on the left monitor and 1 on the right monitor. One person who is at quadrant 00 will then jump on column 5, row 1. The columns are all labeled and the rows start at 0, going out from the center of the room. So have the person in the 00 quadrant jump onto their canister. Then the people watching the monitors will have to call out the next numbers. The person in quadrant 01 will have to jump on their respective canister and continue on with the process going counterclockwise around the room. Once all 4 people have jumped onto their canisters, the center structure will open and you can get the last monitor as well as a chest inside there. Kill the last boss and you can go into the corridor below the arena to get your chest. This will start off your quest line. Alright, now time for possibly the most annoying quest chain ever put into Destiny. More annoying than the sword quest line. This entire quest chain requires you to keep a full fire team, 1 of each class. So hopefully your raid team can just split into 2 different fire teams. If not, best of luck finding people. The first part requires you to complete a Nightfall, 3 heroics or PvP games, 3 public events in the Plaguelands, Archon's Forge does count for this, and 50 kills with a pulse rifle. That should all be pretty self-explanatory. By the way, do that with a Hunter, Titan, and Warlock in your fire team. The next step will require you to go back to Fellwinter's Peak and have each fire team member go into their inventories and complete a puzzle. For Warlocks, fill in the following bubbles: bottom, middle, top, middle, bottom. For Titans, fill in the bottom, middle, and bottom bubbles. For Hunters, the middle, bottom, middle, and bottom bubbles. Once you all complete them, you will be able to fill in the last node and turn in the quest. The next step after this will require you to kill Sepix Perfected, so select him from the director by going into the normal Sepix Prime Strike and changing the light level. You'll also need to go complete 3 Archon's Forge events. Doing all this should get you the required Siva things. After this, you'll need to complete another puzzle in Fellwinter's Peak. Consider the top row 1 and bottom row 4. For warlocks from left to right, it's 1, 3, 3, 3, 4. For titans, it's 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. For hunters, it's 2, 4, 4, 1, 4. If your puzzle does not complete once everyone fills in their bubbles, you should go to orbit and reload into the zone. This is what my fire team had to do to actually get it to work. After the puzzle is completed, you will need to run the raid again. After that, you have one final puzzle, and I cannot help you with this. I'm sorry. Your fire team will have to figure out the puzzle by themselves with the power of math. Each person starts with a base value in the top left-hand corner node. Then you will either add or subtract via that node. The base nodes add and the resistor nodes subtract. You will need all to work towards the same value. So have one person complete theirs, say whatever number that they came up with. You'll have to do that math yourself. It will not show up on the node. And then the other fire team members will have to work towards that number. I know, this is stupidly complicated. I ended up picking the number 280, and the rest of my fire team was able to get to that as well after about 30 minutes of mathing. Once you all have the same number, you will be able to complete the final node and then turn it into Shiro for this kick-ass reward, the Outbreak Prime. I'll have a full review out for this as soon as possible. Best of luck to everyone completing this, and yeah, I hope you like math. By the way, if I didn't explain anything well enough, I can easily see how that happened because this stuff is really difficult to do. Please just go watch Dattos' video on it. He and the rest of the people in math class and the Raid Secrets subreddit did a ton of work to figure out how to do this, so huge shout out to all of them.